mutual respect, but it is currently undergoing a profound and necessary transition. Historically, India has been absolutely essential partner in Angola's economy, consistently ranking among our top trade partners. Our total bilateral trade has reached an estimated $5.3 billion recently. But that reliance, with nearly 90% of our exports being crude oil, represents a structural vulnerability. Our government, under President Lorenzo, therefore, embarked on an ambitious mandate of economic diversification and modernization. This strategic pivot was unequivocally cemented by the landmark state visit by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, to Luanda just recently. This diplomatic intensity proves that India has become our preferred partner in the modernization journey, a relationship built on a mutual trust, respect for national agency, and non-conditional engagement. To succeed in this new geoeconomic order, we must leapfrog traditional development challenges through technology. Angola is ready to embrace India's expertise in two transformative areas. First, digital sovereignty, effective governance, an inclusive business environment, and accelerate diversification, all hinging upon robust digital public infrastructure. We are currently ranked 160th globally in eco-governance and development, and this must change. India's DPI model, the Indian Stack, is a proven, scalable digital public good. We are actively cooperating to implement this DPI model, business, enabling digital IDs, e-payments, and e-governance for our citizens and business, even in urban and rural areas. This is a direct intervention to streamline our business environment, ensuring that Indian investors find a growth-friendly and efficient regulatory home. Second, physical connectivity. Then we have talked about Lobito Corridor. Global resilience is now defined by the security of supply chains. The Lobito Trans-African Corridor is a transformative initiative revitalizing the railroad network to connect the critical mineral-rich heartlands of DRC, Republic Democratic of Congo, and Zambia, the Angolan's Atlantic port of Lobito. India's potential role is highly strategic, recognizing its own need for critical minerals like copper and cobalt. For its energy transition, India has offered a technical feasibility grant and signaled interest in locomotive leasing. Furthermore, we welcome the offer to supply high-standard solutions like the Vande Bharat trains to modernize our rail infrastructure. India's involvement here is a clear demonstration of South-South technology transfer and collaboration on global strategic projects. Our partnership must evolve from a predominantly transactional energy relationship to one of deep value chain integration. To the Indian oil and gas majors, we urge you to move beyond purchased crude. We seek long-term investment in upstream, exploration, refining, and critical downstream petrochemicals like fertilizer, urea production within Angola. This stabilizes our revenues and deepens our integration. More crucially, we seek partnership in our priority non-oil sectors. First of all, critical minerals. Angola has a significant untapped reserves of crucial and rare earth minerals. We invite Indian firms to invest in joint exploration and critical in local process and diamond processing. The goal is not just export raw materials, but to create high-value processed goods in Angola. Agriculture. To achieve food security, we need India's unparalleled expertise in small farm mechanization, seed technology, and the localized manufacturing of fertilizer. We welcome proposals for large-scale contract farming and agricultural supply chain development. Third, pharmaceuticals. India is a global leader and one of our largest suppliers of essential medicines. The next logical step is establishing local pharmaceutical research and manufacturing units and health technology transfers facilities in Angola, building local and regional healthcare capacity and resilience. Our partnership is about more than commerce. It's about institutional alignment for sustainable future. During the recent state visit, we exchanged two key memoranda of understanding, one on fisheries and aquaculture, and another on consular matters, strengthening our people-to-people links. We have also committed to the key Indian-led global initiatives, the Global Biofuels Alliance and the International Big Cat Alliance. This signals our shared vision on clear energy transitions and environmental stewardship, which in turn reduce political risks and builds confidence for long-term private sector investment. Furthermore, we thank India for the 200 million defense line of credit, a commitment that bolsters our national security and technological self-reliance. To the corporate leaders here at CII, Angola is emerging as a key participant in Africa's growth history. Our structural reforms have created an open, supportive, and conducive business environment, complete with a commitment to improve human capital and infrastructure. We invite India's innovative small and medium enterprises to utilize the Indian government lines of credit program. This mechanism is an effective market entry tool, ensuring that agility and technical expertise contribute directly to our priority sectors, from rail to power generation to industry processing. By embracing the TTT formula, technology to modernize, deepening trust through a strategic alignment to diversifying trade into high-value sectors, India and Angola are not just navigating the new economic order. We are defining a successful, equitable path to the entire global South. I look forward to welcoming you to Angola. Let us build this resilient, prosperous, and multipolar future together. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, for that address. As I mentioned at the beginning, that we are going alphabetical country-wise for our honourable ministers on the dais, and therefore I now move to Armenia, the Minister of Economy, His Excellency Papoya.
Excellencies, distinguished ministers, esteemed business leaders, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to address this distinguished audience at the 13th edition of the Partnership Summit, a platform that for 3 decades has successfully brought together international organizations, governments, and private sector leaders to shape the global economic agenda. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Government of India, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Government of Andhra Pradesh, and the Confederation of Indian Industry for their warm hospitality and the excellent organization of this important event. Armenia highly values its long-standing friendship with India, a nation that continues to demonstrate visionary leadership and impressive economic dynamism. India's achievements in innovation, technology, and inclusive development are a source of inspiration for many countries, including Armenia. We are confident that this summit held in India, a country that embodies growth through partnership, will generate new ideas, promote sustainable collaboration, and create lasting opportunities for all participants. At the same time, Armenia attaches great importance to expanding cooperation with all countries represented here today. The challenges of our time, from ensuring economic resilience and digital transformation to addressing climate change and supply chain security, require global dialogue, collective action, and partnership that transcend borders. Dear colleagues, today, Armenia stands at a pivotal stage of transformation. Through consistent reforms, we are building a diversified, expert-oriented, and innovation-driven economy. Our newly adopted expert promotion strategy 2025-2030 focuses on enhancing industrial competitiveness, supporting small and medium enterprises, and improving the business environment. This strategy reflects Armenia's vision to position itself as a reliable and dynamic partner in the global economy. Due to the latest developments in the region, Armenia is increasingly becoming a regional hub for investment, innovation, and connectivity, a natural bridge between Asia and Europe. Our unique geographic position allows investors and businesses to access both the Eurasian Economic Union and European Union markets. We are strengthening our industrial zones, logistic hubs, and free economic areas to facilitate international trade and production. Armenia offers attractive opportunities in renewable energy, high technologies, electronics, pharmaceuticals, agrobusiness, tourism, and education. Sectors where international investors can achieve sustainable and mutually beneficial results. One of Armenia's flagship initiatives is the Crossroad of Peace project, a comprehensive program designed to restore and expand regional connectivity. This initiative envisions the creation of a modern network of transport, energy, and communication routes linking the South Caucasus, the Middle East, and Central Asia. Its goal is simple yet transformative: to turn Armenia into a vital link connecting economies, ideas, and peoples. We believe that economic cooperation and partnership are the most effective instrument for building trust, stability, and lasting peace in our region. The themes of this year's summit: trade, industrialization, sustainability, climate action, innovation, and inclusion, align closely with Armenia's own economic agenda. They are the same. We are committed to integrating green growth, digital transformation, and industrial modernization into our development strategy. And we see this forum as an exceptional opportunity to exchange best practices and explore joint initiatives with partners from every country. Armenia approaches international cooperation with openness and confidence. We welcome collaboration with India and with all countries represented in this summit on the basis of equality, mutual benefit, and shared vision. Together, we can build sustainable supply chains, strengthen global and regional connectivity, and unlock the full potential of international trade and investment. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I would like to reaffirm Armenia's readiness to engage in constructive partnership that advance shared prosperity and peace. The Partnership Summit reminds us that true progress comes not from competition, but from collaboration, from building bridges rather than barriers. Armenia stands ready to contribute to this common goal and to work hand in hand with all of you to create a more interconnected and sustainable future. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your comments and address. And now I therefore move to Canada and the Minister of International Trade, the Honorable Mr. Sidhu.
Well, thank you for that kind introduction. Hello, everyone. Bonjour et tous. Namaste. I'm delighted to be here in India for my first visit as Canada's Minister of International Trade. Minister Goyal, it was great to see you yesterday for a very productive meeting. And I want to thank you and, of course, Chief Minister Naidu for having us here today. I also want to thank the CII team, Director General Chandrababu Banerjee, and, of course, President Rajiv Memani, and your incredible team for bringing us all together, and a huge congratulations for your 30th summit. As you know, Canada, Prime Minister Mark Carney and I have set an ambitious target of doubling our non-US exports to the tune of $300 billion. Our new government is making big changes. We passed legislation in June to get big nation-building projects built faster. Projects that would typically take 10, 20, 30 years, we're going to get that done in 2 years in terms of permitting. That means ports, energy projects, critical mineral projects will be built faster in partnership with the provinces, territories, indigenous communities. We're welcoming investors from all around the world. We're welcoming close to the tune of $500 billion to get these big projects built faster, and we welcome Indian investors. In trade, Canada has been taking ambitious steps to achieve that goal, starting with diversifying our international trade portfolio and unlocking new markets for Canadian businesses. And as Dr. Ngozi said, rules-based trade must be protected, and Canada is seen as a reliable, stable trading partner and will always be seen that way to protect rules-based trade. Last month, I joined Prime Minister Carney at the ASEAN Summit because we believe that the Indo-Pacific region is an important partnership for Canada. To that end, you may have also heard Prime Minister applaud the progress Canada and India have made since he met with Prime Minister Modi at the G7 Summit in Canada in June, and since my colleague Minister Nand was here last month. I'm here to continue that progress by strengthening trade and investment ties and helping Canadian businesses make connections with Indian partners. Indeed, the things that are being discussed at this summit, tech, AI, manufacturing, energy, critical minerals, sustainability, environment, and social safeguards inclusion are areas where Canadian firms have a lot of experience and can contribute to India's growth. In October, our countries laid out a roadmap focused on greater bilateral collaboration in many of these same areas and more, including infrastructure, digital innovation, agri-food, and reinforcing our partnership in education. And yesterday, we had a fruitful conversation on areas of collaboration and trade, as well as investment opportunities in both here in India and Canada. Minister Goyal and I launched the Canada-India Ministerial Dialogue on Trade and Investment to strengthen cooperation on our economic partnership. Minister Goyal, I think we can both agree that those discussions were very fruitful, and I look forward to having more of those with you. Those meetings and events like the summit not only help deepen our long-standing people-to-people ties, they also build on the strong trade and investment ties that we already have. Now, looking at the partnership list right behind me, many of the partners here that are supporting this summit have a footprint in Canada. Canadian institutional investors have put $107 billion into India. Canadian firms employ at least 50,000, while Indian investors in Canada employ thousands, and these figures keep growing every year. Two-way trade is steadily growing. In 2024, last year, our bilateral trade reached nearly 31 billion Canadian dollars, and there's much more room to grow. Looking ahead, I see a bright future. Our economies complement each other. Canada can provide the natural resources like energy and innovation to power India's growth. Together, and I really mean government and industry working hand in hand to carry this momentum forward. I understand the value of industry firsthand, as I spent 13 years working in international trade, and I know it will take our businesses to push our relationships forward and be our guiding North Star. Together, to borrow a cricket reference, hit a century and celebrate our shared success. Thank you, Dhanyavad, and enjoy the summit.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister, for that short and very crisp and direct message. Thank you. And I move to Mauritius and request the Honourable Minister of Commerce and Consumer Protection, the Honourable Mr. Sansing Sik, to give his remarks and address.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry of India, my good friend Honorable Piyush Goyal, distinguished ministers, excellencies, esteemed business leaders, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I address you today. Only a few months ago, at the 20th CII India-Africa Conclave in New Delhi, we stood together to reaffirm a vision of deeper partnership between India and Africa, anchored in trade, trust, and technology. That meeting was not a ceremonial exercise. It was the continuation of a journey that has, over the past 2 decades, reshaped how two regions of the global South engage with each other and with the world. Today, at the 30th CII Partnership Summit, we move from vision to execution, from frameworks to outcomes. When the conclave first convened in 2005, the world spoke of India-Africa as emerging regions of promise. Today, we no longer speak of promise, we speak of performance. Africa has become the fastest urbanizing continent, home to the world's youngest population. India stands as a global powerhouse in digital innovation and advanced manufacturing. And Mauritius has remained the trusted bridge between these two regions, connecting markets, investors, and aspiration across the Indian Ocean. Earlier this year, the visit of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to Mauritius marked a defining moment with the adoption of the India-Mauritius joint vision for an enhanced strategic partnership, reaffirming both governments' commitment to deepen collaboration in trade, investment, innovation, and financial services. This renewed framework underscores that our cooperation now extends beyond commerce. It is about building shared capacity and resilience across the Indian Ocean region. Mauritius has become the testing ground for this new architecture of trade between India and Africa. Indian enterprises today operate across our banking, ICT, construction, and energy sectors, while Mauritian investors are increasing their presence in India, particularly in financial and professional services. The relationship between India and Mauritius remains one of the enduring depth, building on trade, investment, and shared prosperity. Over the past 5 years, India has consistently ranked among the leading trading partners of Mauritius, representing about 11% of our total imports and standing as the third largest source of goods to the Mauritian markets. The volume of exports from India to Mauritius demonstrates the strength and stability of this partnership, valued at 646 million USD in 2023 and 766 million USD in 2024. India's top 5 exports to Mauritius include pharmaceuticals, cotton, cereals, motor vehicles, and mineral fuels. India also remains a key supplier of yarn and fabrics, which support Mauritius textile and clothing industry, one of the backbones of our manufacturing sector. Conversely, Mauritian exports to India have steadily diversified from 24 million USD in 2019 to 46 million USD in 2024, comprising mainly medical devices, waste, and scrap of cast iron, aluminum, alloy, steel, and lead acid accumulators. Investment flows tells an equally compelling story. Cumulative FDI equity inflows from India to Mauritius between April 2000 and March 2025 total to 180 billion USD, accounting for around 25% of India's total FDI inflows during that period. This partnership is reinforced by the strong institutional and corporate presence of India and Mauritius. Prominent Indian public sector enterprises, including the Bank of Baroda, Life Insurance Corporation, New India Assurance Corporation, Telecommunication Consultants India Limited, Indian Oil Mauritius Limited, Mahanagar Telephone Mauritius Limited, and the State Bank of India Mauritius Limited have established operations that go beyond commerce. Through their corporate social responsibility programs, these entities have contributed significantly to community development, education, and skills transfer in Mauritius. The human dimension of this partnership is equally strong. Over 26,000 Indian nationals and 14,300 overseas citizens of India live and work in Mauritius today, contributing to the social and professional fabric of our society. Meanwhile, 64 Indian companies have invested across key sectors, including healthcare, education, ICT, free port, logistics, and financial services, with renowned names such as Aamoda University, Infosys, Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital, and the Oberoi Group, playing a visible role in Mauritius' economic landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, government's forward-looking vision, Mauritius' new government program for 2025-2029 complement this renewed momentum. It outlines 6 priorities that align with the very themes of this summit. Number 1, a new economic model. Number 2, ocean economy. Number 3, food security and agro-industry. Number 4, green energy and climate diplomacy. Number 5, digital transformation. And number 6, consumer protection and fair markets. Each of these pillars is designed not only for national growth, but to strengthen our collective economic space, the India-Africa-Mauritius axis of shared prosperity. The recent state visit of the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Dr. Navin Chandra Rangulam, to India further deepened this momentum. It brought tangible outcomes from a special economic package worth 680 million USD supporting infrastructure, health, and renewable energy products to new memoranda in science, education, and SME promotion. These outcomes testifies that our partnership continues to evolve from sentiments to substance, from shared heritage to shared prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, the message from Mauritius is clear. We are not competitors, we are connectors. Mauritius is ready to be the platform where African resources meet India's innovation and scale. African manufacturing expands through Indian investment, and Africa's young talent learns through India's experience, anchored in Mauritius' regional infrastructure, education, and finance. The themes of this summit, technology, trust, and trade, are not abstract for us. They reflect how Mauritius operates and what we offer. Access through trade agreements across 3 continents. Stability through sound governance and transparent regulation. Connectivity through maritime, digital, and financial networks. And above all, trust built through decades of partnership with India. We are now exploring with CII and partner countries the possibility of a Mauritius-India-Africa Business Innovation Forum, a standing platform to turn today's idea into tomorrow's project. Because it is no longer enough to talk about cooperation, we must operationalize it. As we mark 20 years since this conclave began, we can be proud of how far we have come, yet clear-eyed about how far we must still go. History will not remember the size of our economies, but the scale of our ambitions and the sincerity with which we build bridges across the Indian Ocean. Mauritius reaffirms its unwavering commitment to remain and to strengthen its role as India's closest, most reliable and forward-looking partner in Africa. Together, let us shape a new global architecture, one defined not by distance or dominance, but by cooperation, connectivity, and shared destiny. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And I now move to Nepal and the Minister of Industry, Commerce and Supplies, the Honorable Mr. Anil Kumar Sinha.
Excellency, Sri Piyush Goyal ji, Chair of the Summit and Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Excellency, Sri N. Chandrababu Naidu, Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Excellencies, the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I extend my sincere thanks for Your Excellency, Sri Piyush Goyal ji, Chair of this Summit and Minister of Commerce and Industry of Government of India, for cordial invitation to me to this vibrant summit. It is my pleasure to address this esteemed gathering at the 30th Partnership Summit in this beautiful city, Visakhapatnam, under the visionary leadership of Sri Chandrababu Naidu. I congratulate the Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh, and Confederation of Indian Industry CII for organizing 30th edition of this summit, bringing diverse group of intellectuals and policymakers with a view of fostering partnership, collaboration, and sharing potential growth and opportunities of mutual benefit. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Nepal highly values its strong and enduring relationship with India, a relationship deep-rooted in our shared history, cultural ties, open border, and economic interdependence. India is Nepal's largest trading partner, main transit providing country for trade access with third countries, and one of the largest source of foreign direct investment. We are impressed how India is working towards becoming the third largest economy in the world with high economic growth. These efforts will not only support to achieve the dream of vibrant Viksit Bharat of Indian people, but also to contribute to the economic transformation of this region. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, there is a profound shift in the global economy. Geopolitical alignment, supply chain restructuring, digitization, and sustainability imperatives are creating new opportunities and challenges for trade and industry. Technology also offers new modes of service exports, digital trade, e-commerce, and cross-border platforms, which help us to integrate into regional and global value chains. In the view of new geo-economic order, technology alone is not enough. Trust is the bedrock upon which trade and investment flourish. The theme of this summit, technology, trust, and trade navigating the new geo-economic order, resonates deeply with Nepal's need to achieve economic development as the country has now embarked onto the path of economic development and prosperity. On this occasion, let me allow to highlight a brief overview of Nepal's recent political change and economic development efforts made by the government to create enabling business and investment-friendly environment. Recent Gen Z movement in Nepal was unprecedented. Nepali youth raised a strong voice for more accountable, responsive, and corruption-free governance. This movement in Nepal has a clear message that our policies, programs, and actions should address the need of and aspirations of the youth. Responding to the call of the Gen Z movement, a new interim government has been formed under the leadership of Right Honorable Prime Minister Mrs. Sushila Karki. The House of Representatives has been dissolved and general election for federal level has been announced for 5th March 2026. At present, our government is committed to promoting accountable, responsive, and corruption-free governance, while keeping its main mandate, the election of the House of Representatives, at the center. Our Constitution has recognized the role of private sector as a key engine of economy. The government is committed to promote enabling business environment. As the Foreign Investment and Technology Transfer Act allows foreign companies or individuals to invest in almost all sectors except a very few listed sectors. Government of Nepal has implemented a fully online company administration management information system called CAMIS for the modernization of company administration and established a one-stop service center for facilitating registration and providing facilities to the investors. Nepal National Single Window has been implemented for facilitating international trade. Our commitment on multilateral, regional, and bilateral trade agreements have made Nepal a most liberal and open market for international trade. Rising opportunities of software export, business process outsourcing, e-commerce, fintech, and digital services in Nepal shows comparative advantage in the information and communication technology sector. Our overall indicators of Nepal's economy are positive and progressive. Foreign investors investing in Nepal are getting higher rate of return with guaranteed repatriation of profit and capital of their investment. Nepal is graduating from LDC category status in November 2026. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, despite our negligible contribution to the carbon emission, we have been facing serious challenges of climate change, An integrated and collective adoption approach is required from mountains to the sea to avoid climate disaster. We are facing huge trade imbalance in the international trade. To face this perennial challenge, we need continuous cooperation and support from our trade partner countries. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we recognize the importance of foregoing partnerships that are built on trust, transparency, and mutual respect. It is through such collaborations that we can unlock the full potential of our economics and create sustainable opportunities for our people too. Nepal offers a wealth of opportunities in sectors such as tourism, hydropower, agriculture, information technology, and manufacturing. And many more can be explored are yet to be explored. We have immense potential in tourism sector for investment as we have possibility from Mount Everest, the world's highest peak, to Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha. Let us recognize that our theme is not abstract. The 3 T's, technology, trust, and trade, is the trinity that will determine how countries like Nepal carve their place in the new geo-economic order. Nepal is committed to continue structural reform, building trade infrastructure and digital ecosystem, and creating enabling environment for commerce and industry. I invite business and investors from India and all around the globe to explore in these highly potential sectors and partner with us by bringing new technologies and expertise to materialize our shared goal of economic prosperity and inclusive growth. I am confident that the discussion and deliberations at this summit will pave the way for meaningful partnership that drive sustainable growth, innovation, technology transfer, and prosperity in our region. Together, let us embark on a journey of shared success and prosperity. At the end, I congratulate the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and CII for the excellent arrangement of this summit. I thank you all for your attention. I look forward to fruitful deliberations, productive partnership, and collective actions. Dhanyavad, namaskar.
Thank you very much, Sir the Honorable Minister from Nepal. And it's now my turn to invite and request the Honorable Minister from Singapore, the Honorable Coordinating Minister for National Security and Minister for Home Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Shanmugam, to give his address.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Chandrababu Naidu, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Shri Piyush Goyal, Ministers, Excellencies, business leaders, ladies and gentlemen. In the interest of time, I will skip some of my introductory remarks. This is a time of disruption to the world order. There is great uncertainty as to how the changes will work out. We in Singapore believe in the growth of India, and relations between India and Singapore are strong, and they are expanding in scope and depth. We have put in place a wide-ranging, comprehensive strategic partnership between our two countries. The India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable, ISMR, and the India-Singapore Business Roundtable, ISBR, are now in their 3rd year, and they are the structural mechanisms for the relationship between the two countries. And they underpin our cooperation in many areas, including what I would say the following pillars: sustainability, digitalization, skills development, connectivity, healthcare and medicine, and advanced manufacturing. And in these times of global uncertainty, where the global supply chains are being affected, global trade is being affected, strong ties between like-minded countries, either bilaterally or in groups, can help those who are involved to steer through the turbulence that all of us face. And between India and Singapore, our people-to-people ties, business-to-business ties are long-standing and they are extremely strong. Many Singaporeans have deep roots in India. Many Indian families have members who are either studying or working in Singapore. And many Singaporean companies are investing in India, doing good business with Indian partners, and vice versa. Last year, India attracted close to US $15 billion from investors in Singapore. That's 20% of all FDI into India. Yesterday, my colleague, Minister Gan Xiao Hung, visited the new AI SATS logistics park in Bengaluru. This development will give a boost to Indian companies in the export-import sector. Given our size, it is a challenge for us to be in all states in India. We focus on some states where the areas where we in Singapore do well have some relevance. Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Naidu, has been a strong advocate of close cooperation with Singapore, and as a result, we have had a very good, long-standing partnership, and we hope to do more with Andhra Pradesh, and it's a show of our faith and our deep interest, and the interest our companies are showing that we, Singapore, probably the smallest country represented here, has the biggest business delegation and led by 2 ministers. You know, Singapore, we are quite careful in how we spend our money. So this is a statement of intention. Later today, our respective governments will sign a memorandum of understanding to establish a framework of cooperation in sustainable urban governance, digital governance, human resource development, and sustainable economic development. We hope this MOU will support the realization of the vision of Swarna Andhra 2047 for a wealthy, happy, healthy state. In closing, I wish everyone a fruitful partnership summit, and we look forward to deepening cooperation with our partners, working more closely together for the benefit of our peoples. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for that very sharp, short and sweet message. Thank you. And I now request the Honorable Minister from Venezuela, the Minister of People's Power of Ecological Mining Development, His Excellency Hector Hernandez, to please address us.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Estimados ministers, authorities, colegas and friends, good morning, good afternoon. On behalf of President Nicolas Maduro and Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, I would like to thank the Honorable Excellency Minister Goyal for this cordial invitation to participate in this event, which stands on an important global platform to promoting cooperation and economic and trade issues at a time of profound geopolitical transformation. Our countries share a global vision and committed to ensuring the stability of the world economy. We highlight dialogue, innovation, and balanced cooperation as the imperative to face the unique challenges and opportunities arising from the current context of global reconfiguration. Likewise, Latin American and Caribbean, particularly Venezuela, represent great potential oil, gas, minerals, and many other reserves. The region is positioned as an important energy supplier, capacity to meeting global demands, specifically that of India, which is projected to drive a 23% increase in global energy demand by 2015, due to this improved development. In the economy our countries share more than 66 years of relation, marked by long-term cooperation based of the recognition of our complementations. Venezuela is an energy powerhouse, holding the world's largest oil reserve, over 303 billion barrels, and as well the world's ninth largest gas reserve. Our weight in the global energy matrix continues to grow, projected to the former by 2030-2050. Additionally, Venezuela represents a key player to the global mining industry, ranking among the top countries in metallic and non-metallic minerals, as well as rare earth deposit essential for the energy transition. We are confident to the cooperation with India will continue to strengthen, taking advantage of opportunity to expand the technical and productive capacity and forest technology enterprise within industrial space and our countries and Latin America, an essential contribution to building to multipolar world. It is also important to highlight to our country holds 2,700 certificate tons of gold and more than 5,000 additional tons per into certificate. Likewise, we have 314 million tons of nickel, 1.6 billion tons of iron, 340 million tons of bauxite, and 1.1 billion tons of coal. India is emerging as global power by upholding this conviction that the world is one family. As one family, we must coexist without hegemonics, without empires, and without corporations' dictatorships. These visions align with the collective efforts of BRICS to promote the global development and growth. Brothers and sisters of India, the last partnership summit you address the importance of global cooperation to strengthen alliances and overcome challenges. Under this premise, Venezuela is here today to propose give you priority and Spain of the implementation of the new economy, trade, science, and technology politics adapt to a new international reality. Under the leadership of President Nicolás Maduro, the economy policy of the Bolivarian government continues to promote to the diversification and transformation of our economy. Venezuela is ready to receive investment and has the clear plan to directly to research, technology, and the offer to the externship the national market and expand our position in international markets. From Venezuela, we are reaffirm our commitment to advance a new initiative and industrial and productive projects to grow and development for our country, build our unity, solidarity, and complementary. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And now I move to the last panelist at this session, Excellency, the Executive Secretary of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission, the UNESCAP, and the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations, Ms. Aamoda.
Honorable Minister Sri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Naidu, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, eminent business leaders, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to join you all at this very important CII Partnership Summit. At the outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal, for the invitation. I also would like to congratulate the Government of India, Ministry of Commerce Industry, the Confederation of India Industry, and the Government of Andhra Pradesh for this timely initiative. We gather at a very challenging time with persistent global headwinds and geopolitical disruptions affecting a country's development progress. Yet, amid this turbulence, India's economic performance is commendable. India's trade trajectory is characterized by a dual engine of growth, where the reliable services sector provides stability, while at the same time the merchandise sector undergoes a critical transformation. India consistently runs a substantial trade surplus in services. This growth is driven by high-value exports in IT and professional as well as digital consulting, which acts as the primary buffer against external shocks. The Indian economy continues to grow due to robust domestic demand and sustained capital investment, steadfastly on track to position itself to become the world's third largest economy by 2030. These are not mere statistics, they are a testament to being able to turn challenges into catalysts, of seeing in adversity the seeds of innovation. The vision of Prime Minister Modi set a very clear agenda and roadmap for development and implemented by the action-oriented policies under your leadership, Honorable Minister Shri Piyush Goyal. The transformation of India's economy, supported by the alliance between government vision and industry ingenuity, government policy and infrastructure, together with industry's enterprise and execution, have created a fabric of resiliency and adaptability to weather global turbulence. Consider the pillars of this partnership, namely, the first one is infrastructure, which remains the backbone of economic dynamism of India's ambitious initiatives, such as the National Infrastructure Pipeline and the Gati Shakti Master Plan, exemplify how government foresight, backed by public-private partnership, can accelerate connectivity. When industry steps forward with cutting-edge technologies in smart cities and high-speed rail, India constructs corridors of commerce that links its 1.5 billion aspirations to the world's markets. In the Asia-Pacific region, where ESCAP champions regional integration, such models inspire. Our own efforts through the ASEAN Highway Network and the Trans-ASEAN Railway have shown that collaborative infrastructure can reduce trade costs by up to 30%, unlocking trillions in potential. Secondly is the digital frontier, where India is one of the global leaders. The Digital India campaign, propelled by government-led reforms in data governance and broadband expansion, has democratized access to technology for millions. Yet it is the industry's role through platforms such as the UPI, which processes billions of transactions seamlessly, that has catapulted India into a digital powerhouse. As we navigate the fourth industrial revolution, this partnership must evolve, in which governments must foster enabling regulations while industries invest in skilling the workforce for AI and cybersecurity. We see this as key to our region. Bridging the digital divide could add about $1.5 trillion to the region's GDP by 2030. India's model shows how proactive collaboration can make digital dividends inclusive, ensuring no one is left behind in the race to the cloud. And finally, the green transition is an imperative that tests our collective resolve on climate action. Government incentives such as the production link incentive scheme for renewables, coupled with industry's innovation in solar and electric mobility, are driving a just energy transition. Together, they are creating jobs, curbing emissions, and positioning India as a leader in sustainable manufacturing. Imagine green hydrogen hubs powered by partnership that export clean tech to a decarbonizing world. In closing, we see that India's 6.5% trajectory, we see it as your invitation to collaborate and not to compete. Let government and industry be partners in building not walls of protectionism, but windows of possibility and opportunity. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I wish you all a very successful summit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your address, and really would be grateful to you for your continued engagement in the matters that you have raised. I now turn to our two chairs and co-chairs, and I'll first request our Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry to give his comments and remarks. First, please. Yeah, you. Right. So thank you, Mr. Minister, and now may I therefore request Mr. Chandrababu Naidu Garu, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, to make his comments, please.
Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, Chairman, 30th CII Partnership Summit, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Ministers on the dais, Minister of Commerce and Industry of Republic of Angola, Oliveira, Honorable Minister of Economy, Armenia, His Excellency Papuan, Honorable Minister of International Trade, Canada, Honorable Mahendra Sindhu, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Consumer Protection, Mauritius, Honorable John Michael, Minister of Trade and Commerce and Civil Supplies, Nepal, and friends. We had elaborate speeches in the inaugural session. Today, I am very happy to receive so many delegates. Overall international registrations 560, and also diplomats 58 members, 13 different countries, ambassadors, high commissioners, 4 deputy heads of missions, 5 council generals, number of countries participation 62 countries. Asia alone 23 countries, and also Europe 20 countries, North America 2 countries, South America 5 countries, Africa 10 countries, Oceania 2 countries. And also I am very happy today highest delegation has come from Saudi Arabia, that is nearly 78 delegates, followed by Singapore, 56 delegates, USA 52 delegates, Russia 50 delegates, UAE 40, UK 30, Australia 29, Germany 16, Sri Lanka 15, Japan 11, Canada 10. These are all the top countries which are representing more than 10. We are very happy. It is not only investment summit. In Davos, we can network, we can learn what is happening globally, and also we can have business. It is a win-win situation. Same thing here. Nearly 76 international experts are going to discuss on various subjects. According to me, learning and de-learning is a continuous process. World is moving very fast. Sometimes what you learned yesterday, it is irrelevant today. And also technology breakthroughs have come in a big way. So here, we can offer to you in Andhra Pradesh. It is also another important issue I want to place before you. All 62 countries you attended here. Your trade delegations are here. If you can invest in India, in turn, all of us, even from India, will invest in different countries. That is the biggest harmony we can establish. We can understand each other, we will respect each other, and also in future we will live together. According to me, today we are seeing geopolitical situations. Even to maintain harmony, this is one way all of us has to work together. Even there are developing countries, there are developed countries, even small countries are doing extremely well. Even Singapore, even Dubai, their population is very small, but their best practices and also their achievements, if you can see, recently I was in Dubai. They are planning very soon, within 1 year time, drone taxis. That is how things are happening. Even Singapore, from the beginning, they are helping us so many things. Even Amaravati master plan, they have planned extremely well. So these are all the best practices we can learn each other for global good and also mutual benefit. Here I can offer you Araku coffee you have tasted. Even just now I have served here one of the best coffee, organic coffee, produced in tribal area. Next time, I want to take all of you to tribal area for experience to have coffee in tribal gardens. That is coffee gardens itself, you can have coffee. It is not far away, 1 hour. We can have a break and then go on, or otherwise one evening, we can have a dinner in that area. And also if you can go through, we are very strong in aquaculture, horticulture. There we are going to produce our products with certification and traceability. That is how we are moving. Anybody wanted to learn natural farming, they can come, or otherwise you are doing better than us, we are prepared to learn from you. Green energy, this is a big breakthrough. Environmental sustainability, even microgrids, you can plan it. And also next level, we can go for green hydrogen, ammonia, and so many developments, we can work together. And also minerals, it is a new area. Lot of things we have to learn each other for value addition. Even rare earth minerals are available in Andhra Pradesh. Anybody is having new technology or new ideas about it, we are prepared to work with them. This is another area. Ultimately, tourism. It is a big area. Everybody is worried now. AI, because of AI, we may lose jobs. To compensate jobs, only the sector, tourism sector. Even we are having long coastline, even excellent beaches, excellent sea cruises. Gandikota, it is similar or better than Grand Canyon, and also culinary tourism, one of the best food. You are all tasting now. Indian food is the best food. Anybody will come to India or anywhere in the world, we are having different types of food. Every state is different. Every cuisine is different. That is where we can provide one of the best food. And also Buddhist trails, one of the best place, even Buddhist circuits. And also temple circuits, one of the best. You can experience new experiences. What is our tradition? What is our legacy? What is our civilization? All these things we can learn with this. And also homestays we are promoting now in a big way. Anybody wanted to experience, go to tribal area, stay with them and learn their culture, their civilization, everything we can work with them. Even we are promoting experience centers, handicrafts, handloom. These are all the experience centers we are promoting in a big way. Now deep technology, I told you morning, earlier inaugural session. Now we have reached a stage in governance, data-driven governance. All data in data lake, either central government or state government, historical data, present data, everything on data lake. Then we are collecting real-time data, rainfall, temperature, humidity, groundwater, reservoir water, you name anything, around 45 parameters we are collecting real-time through satellite, drone, CCTV cameras, sensors, everything. Ultimately, AI is the reality. Now, artificial intelligence, we can use it for everything. We can communicate real-time, right solution. That is how things are happening. Now, governments are competing with private sector. This is where we are doing in the direction. Recently, we handled one cyclone. Prediction, preparedness, execution with team spirit. Everything has gone with seamless coordination. Human loss practically nil. And ultimately, we are able to minimize even property loss also. This is where we are promoting data-driven decision making. Ultimately, every family we want to promote one entrepreneur. 25 years back, I promoted one family, one IT professional. Today, I can say proudly, any country, there are Indians, there are Telugu community from my province. They are earning highest per capita income. All these things happened 25 years because of knowledge economy. Now I am promoting one family, one entrepreneur. Every family, they have to use AI. Every family, they are having capacity, they have to produce use case. This is where we are promoting. To reach this, we are having Ratan Tata Innovation Hub, hub and spoke model. State as a hub, 5 zones, 5 spoke model. Industry and also academic institutions, mentoring, venture capital, and everything we are integrating, different place, even banker. Ultimately, all nearly 50,000 acres of land is available for land bank. I am attaching to this. Any entrepreneur will come, he want to start a company. Immediately we will train him, we will give everything, plug and play also. That is where in future to start a company in knowledge economy, distance is not the constraint. I can start a company by sitting in a remote area, anywhere in the world. It is only leadership we need, how to replicate, how to scale it up.
You had said prophecy. Let's touch 200.
I am very happy. Morning I told you one example, stable government. India, Narendra Modi is only the man who is accepting globally, very strong leader, very stable leader. Morning I told NDA in Bihar is going to cross 200. Now we have crossed 200. That is what our ministry is showing. Now you can imagine, once it is stable government, we can take so many decisions. That is where I am appealing all of you. This 20th century belongs to India. And also, we are having inherent strengths. India always is, our Prime Minister is wishing global good. Even he is fighting on terrorism and also international peace, international prosperity, and also we have to work together, countries, trade missions, everybody has to work together. So these are all best opportunities are available. Better than this, you may not get any other place. It is a happening place. What all you wish, you start here. From then onwards, we will work together for win-win situation. Anyway, 2 days, we are all here. Ultimately, again, I am requesting you, you watch today and tomorrow. One takeaway you have to take for your success in future. Or otherwise, one good best practice you have to live here for our prosperity or for our future. This is what I want to request all of you. Learning and de-learning is a continuous process. I have to learn so many things from all of you. With this, so many delegates are here. We are nearer now. We are understanding each other and respect each other's culture and also their so many things we have to respect. Ultimately, it is for global good we are working. With this session, I am very happy. Today and tomorrow also we will be here. We will interact further and further and also we will learn each other. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. The policymakers, the ministers, they've all mentioned about their vision, their thoughts of global trade. Industry and businesses have to take it forward. And with that, I'll ask Rajiv Bhimani, a quick concluding wrap-up by you as you thank our honorable ministers and policymakers as to how do you see this being taken forward by the businesses of India and the world.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know it's been a long morning, so I will be very rapid. Let me first thank everyone on the dais for very short, crisp, pointed remarks. Everyone laid out the USP, the proposition, and what came of their respective countries. And what came out clearly was that the recent global events have triggered a spate of deregulation. They have triggered a spate of ambition, and they have triggered a space of each country trying to build a new set of relationships, reinforcing old relationships. And I think that's the journey that India has been. And I must congratulate our Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister. We talked a lot about deregulation, but what he has done in terms of trade diversification, building new relationships, strengthening the existing relationships, reducing trade barriers, reducing other trade issues to facilitate and lubricate greater trade and investment. And on behalf of Indian industry, I would like to say the Indian industry today is at a very sweet spot, both given the opportunities in India, the dynamism of the financial markets, the strength of balance sheets, both of the financial institutions and industries, and also very keen to invest not only in India but invest globally. And the big themes that I thought that came out from all of you, apart from trade diversification strengthening, was around AI, new technology, around energy, particularly energy transition, metals and mining, around social infrastructure and advanced manufacturing. And they align very well where India wants to go, where Indian industry wants to go. So I'm very hopeful that this summit will give us a greater impetus to build stronger relationships and further trade and investments. Thank you very much, and thanks a lot once again for a wonderful session. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, after this photo opportunity, we will conclude this session. And I know it's rather late, but I invite all of you to join us for a quick lunch so that we can all come back and reconvene in this hall for our next session at 2:30. Request all of you to please come back after a quick lunch by 2:30, and we'll start our next session thereafter. Thank you very much.
Sí.
Mira, ven acá. Yo creo que sí.
Go quickly by the time we join.
go for green energy. Finally, we are having excellent ports. We are going to go further down streamline, that is green hydrogen and also green ammonia. These are all the various areas we are going to work together. Finally, I am requesting you, all investors are here, lot of opportunities. You are having resources, technologies, know-how. Come and join us in building economy and also in doing business. One is in agriculture. We are very strong in aquaculture. We are very strong in horticulture and also commercial crops, especially dairy and also coffee, spices. Wherever it is possible, we are very strong. I request all of you, Lulu, Yusuf Ali has rightly mentioned, we need more and more players in food processing. Even agriculture, we are going next level, that is natural farming, organic products. There I am requesting all of you to come. Green energy, lot of opportunities, downstream industries you can go. There I am requesting some of you can come and start. Now, deep technologies, data centers are coming. Data centers, again, green energy we are tying up. Google has announced $15 billion US. Today and tomorrow, another 4 to 5 gigawatt data centers are going to come. Once data center is coming, 1 gigawatt, we need 6 gigawatts of power, green energy. It is a multiplier effect. It is going to happen. Deep technologies, I am requesting you, lot of opportunities in deep technologies. Anybody is willing to invest in satellite launching or drones and also electronics and also aerospace, even defense, we are prepared to host all of you. And also, Government of India is also thinking to promote drones in a big way. Recently, our Honorable Prime Minister has announced drone city, how we are going to produce drones for all use cases. I am assuring you, within 2 years' time, Government of India will permit our Piyush Goyal ji and others. We are going to launch drone taxis in India, that too from Andhra Pradesh. It is not far away. Within 2 years, we will launch. And also minerals, rare earth minerals, from extraction to value addition, this is a huge opportunity. Tourism is order of the day. Earlier, I used to say 20 years back, all isms are over, capitalism, socialism, communism, all these things are over. Only ism is going to prosper, that is tourism. We are going to put so much of effort on tourism. Anybody is willing to come, either hotels or events, MICE tourism, so many areas. We are having excellent opportunities in Andhra Pradesh. I am requesting you to come and set up industries or investments in tourism. And also logistics is one of the biggest area. Either ports, airports, roads investment, and also we are focusing on railway, and also ultimately logistics parks, dry ports, inland waterways. These are all various opportunities available for all of you. And also pharma, we are very strong. We wanted to go further. Healthcare, we are focusing in a big way. Healthcare and well-being, these are all the another areas. These are all what I wanted to impress upon all of you. Lot of opportunities available for you. We can offer all these things for you in course of time. To accelerate industrial innovation, Andhra Pradesh is nurturing a robust startup ecosystem integrated with our universities and industrial clusters. The Andhra Pradesh Innovation Mission is supporting entrepreneurs in sectors like deep tech, med tech, agri-tech, and EV technology. We are also leveraging artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and data analytics to strengthen governance, logistics, and industry operations. Our young workforce, talented, disciplined, and multilingual, is one of our greatest assets. Just now, these are all our strengths I want to place before you. Again, same time next year, I am requesting CII and Government of India to host CII partnership in a big way or modified way, improved version. We are going to host in Visakhapatnam. I request all of you to reserve from now itself and have business with Andhra Pradesh. And also our minister has rightly mentioned one more announcement, that is ITPO with a joint venture, one of the best convention center in Visakhapatnam. There is a beautiful hill. I will give land. Very soon I am requesting you to come and inaugurate. On the top of the hill, facing towards sea. Nowhere in the world this type of place.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the introductory video, and now the plaque unveiling of the Drone City and Space City. I request our Honorable Chief Minister to press the button and do the honors. Honorable Minister. Yeah. It's a historic moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hearty congratulations to all of us. And on this very special occasion, it's an honor to have our Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, Shri Piyush Goyal ji. May I request you to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister Shri Chandrababu Naidu Gairu, Honorable Civil Aviation Minister Shri Rammohan Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister for Industry Bharat Garu, all other distinguished senior leaders of the Andhra Pradesh, and our two stalwarts, Satish Reddy and Somnath, distinguished friends. truly a historic moment because Chandrababu Naidu doesn't do anything which is ordinary. If you recall, India's journey in the IT space was launched by Babu Garu in 1999 when the high-tech city was conceptualized by him. At that point of time, our IT sector was very small. But if you recall, the Y2K bug had started creating a scare in the world that after the millennial changes from 99 to 2000, there'll be chaos and all systems will break down. Babu Garu is one person who never loses an opportunity. He grabbed the opportunity. He realized that people will need talent and skill from India for software, for IT industry across the world. He invited people from all over the country initially for the development of the high-tech city, gave a single window clearance, gave all the infrastructure facilities, and today, if Hyderabad is defined for its achievements, for its contribution to the economy, a large portion of it is due to the success of high-tech city, which has become iconic and symbolizes India's strength in the IT space. The world has moved on, and today is the day and age. The future is going to be drones, space technology, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and you saw very recently in Hindi there's a phrase, for some of you who can understand it, I'll translate it, Baji maar gaye, which means he took the initiative and before anybody else could do it, he grabbed the opportunity and captured the initiative. That is what he has done today. With the first drone city of India, the first space city of India coming up in the Orvakal industrial area in Andhra Pradesh from Kurnool. It's a large project, 2,621 acres, very close to the Kurnool airport, good connectivity to the expressways, to the railway system, air connectivity, and GOI and Government of India and state government were collectively developing it. Now for such a large industrial area to attract industry, it will take time, it will be a long-term project, but this man is always in a hurry, doesn't have patience, becomes a problem for some of us. Am I right, Satish? So he said, okay, you will take time, but I will do it faster. And he conceptualized the drone city, which will be 300 acres dedicated to drones. And in Operation Sindoor, we have all seen that the importance in our defense capabilities is gradually moving towards high quality drones. India should be Atmanirbhar, self-reliant, and Chief Minister is taking a, if we want to use a football analogy, a forward position or batting on the front foot, because we are all cricket lovers, to come up with the first ever drone city. He's taken the initiative also in the space sector, very close to Sriharikota, and I think it's truly phenomenal, the kind of incentive package that he has come up with to encourage people to come and invest in the drone city and space city, and the announcement he has made today, where he has talked of an escrow account to commit to all the investors that all these incentives, 20% capital investment reimbursement, 100% state GST refund, all IP filing costs, all testing costs being refunded, all of this, you won't have to go to government offices and really struggle for it. He is going to create an escrow mechanism, have a certification process which is free of official or political or bureaucratic interference, and guarantee to investors that what he says will be delivered. And I think that's a huge message to investors. Congratulations, Chandrababu Naidu Garu. I'm sure under your leadership, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision, and I'll quote what he had said, "It is my dream that everyone in India should have a smartphone or drone in every farmer's field and prosperity in every home." I think this vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi will surely be fulfilled under the Swarna Andhra 2047 vision, working hand in hand with Prime Minister's Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. The two tall leaders, Prime Minister Modi, Chief Minister Chandrababu, two brothers working with the collective power of the people of Andhra Pradesh, working towards a bright and prosperous future for every child born in Andhra Pradesh. Congratulations, Chandrababu Garu. Congratulations to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And now I request our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, to address the...
Honorable Minister Sri Piyush Goyal Garu, Advisor to Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Satish Reddy Garu, another Advisor to Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. S. Somanath Garu. One is space, one is drone, one is defense, one is futuristic technologies, and also ministers on the dais and friends. There is shortage of time. We are all busy. Already delayed the program. As Honorable Minister has rightly mentioned, it is a historical day. Government of India is announcing some program. We are adopting first mover advantage. That is our Honorable Prime Minister has announced quantum mission. Immediately, I brought quantum computer first in India, that to Amaravati. January, we are going to operate quantum computer in Amaravati. Honorable Prime Minister has announced green hydrogen mission. Now, for green hydrogen mission, we declared green hydrogen valley, that is Andhra Pradesh. 500 gigawatts country is going to produce. In that 160 gigawatts of green energy from Andhra Pradesh. Now, because of green energy, data centers are coming. AI is coming. It is an excellent ecosystem we are creating. Government of India has announced deregulation space sector. Immediately I was in touch with Somanath ji. He is an expert. So he is making a reality near to Sriharikota, next door, that is Space City in Tirupati, it is coming. I am confident. Already 2-3 companies are showing interest. With this conference, that Space City is full of entrepreneurs. They are going to launch satellites for the global community. If you see here, very interestingly, we are having 2 cities to develop it. One is near Bangalore, that is R&D, and also so many applications will develop in Satsai district near to Bangalore. R&D, satellite prototyping, and incubating space tech startups. Tirupati near Sriharikota, we are launching pad. There we are going to develop component manufacturing, satellite integration, and launch logistics. We are targeting 25,000 crores investment, 35,000 jobs next 10 years. Recently I visited Singapore, I told you, this was Dubai. They have taken to me to moon. What is 2071? They have shown me. Now our Somanath Garu is here. He will do better than Dubai because they don't have technology, all these things they are doing. We are having everything. We will prove it what is our space technology for the global community. And also we are giving exemptions with provision stamp duty, waiver, R&D grants, and also we have created 100 crore space tech fund also. This will give, money is not the constraint according to me. We'll get somewhere. If there is no money, my friend Piyush is here. Then I will knock his door. There is no problem at all. Another thing, this is where drone city. Even recently, our Honorable Prime Minister also has announced drone city we are launching today. This is where NICDIC, they have given some money. We are making use of money. That is where our Orvakallu, you have given some money. We are developing 300 acres. We are earmarking if necessary. Lot of land is available, and also you can guide us. We will take to the logical conclusion. Here, advanced manufacturing, world-class testing certification facilities, skilling of 25,000 people, remote pilots, robust R&D and innovative networks, public support with ease of doing business, and crucially, service enablement. Here, drones, we are thinking, it is so many things. Tomorrow, all wars will be through drones only. That is going to happen. Already India has shown what is the power of drone recently. And also civilian applications, even pesticides application, fertilizers, even you can go for mosquito control, not only one or two, surveys, even soil mapping, so many applications, and also finally any transportation of cargo. Ultimately, I am asking, two honorable ministers are here, high-level, powerful ministers. One is Investment Minister Piyush Goyal, Civil Aviation Ram Mohan Naidu. I am asking them to give me permission to launch drone cars or taxis within 2 years' time. That has to be done. That is a game changer. To lay the road, it will be very costly. To use drone, lot of space. Even civil aviation had a problem how to regulate. I told him, their department, you are regulating as on today, how you are regulating flights? Air traffic controller. You put drone control, traffic controller, they will regulate every drone, routes, everything. We are ready to launch that. That is what I told him. Now they are convinced. But execution is important. I am very happy today. You name any technology has to be in Andhra Pradesh. All high-tech. Either drone technology, satellite, quantum computers. America is having Silicon Valley. We will have Quantum Valley. That is the speed we have to move forward. And also, you know, electronics. We have to mobilize so many electronic devices. We will go IoT, sensors, cell phones, everything. We will move in that direction. Aerospace, again Ram Mohan Naidu and Industries Minister here. There is a lot of demand for flights, even defense and everything. That also we have to work it out. These are all the areas, even semiconductor, even tomorrow robotics. That is the order of the day. Today we are thinking Tomorrow there is a population problem globally. Either you have to send people to that countries or you have to send robotics to that country. That is the order of the day. Even countries like Taiwan asking me to send people from India. So this is a huge opportunity. It is only the imagination is only the limitation. Everything is possible. From now onwards, we are going to see new things in Andhra Pradesh. Our Honorable Prime Minister is doing extremely well. If I say something, earlier they used to ask me, what is this? I cannot follow, I cannot understand. Now our Honorable Prime Minister is saying, if I do something, I tell something, you will add something, you do it. That is the target he is giving. So we are proud of him. Everything is possible. Everything I am imagining because of Honorable Prime Minister. He is a leader with vision, and also he is a leader with a clear direction, and also he is executing everything. Our friends, all of you are here. You have to do one thing. Either you have to use drone or be a pilot or produce drones. That is what you have to do. And space technology for everybody. Dubai, recently they told me, by 2071, that is UAE Formation Day, Moon will send power to every home. That is their vision. Now you can visualize what you are going to do it. That is the order of the day. Everything is possible. It is only imagination. 20 years back, you thought power generation on your rooftop, that is solar today. Your field can generate power. That is the power. So with all this, imagination is very important. I am very happy. 2025 Visakhapatnam CII Summit will create new history in high-tech industry. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the exchange of MOUs with upcoming investors in Space City. And firstly, may I call upon Blue Eye Soft Corp and BES Space Private Limited, Mr. Srikanth Kodaboina, Managing Partner. Blue Eye Soft, along with BES Space, specializes in aerospace and space tech, driving advances, quantum technologies, and large-scale infrastructure. Blue Eye Soft also excels in AI, big data analytics. And may I call upon next, Ethereal Exploration Guild Private Limited, Mr. Manu J. Nair, co-founder. Mr. Manu J. Nair from Ethereal Explorations Guild Private Limited, upcoming investors in the Space City. They develop next generation launch vehicle technologies and advanced space systems. Congratulations and thank you. Next up, exchange of MOU with upcoming investors of Drone City. Allobotics Private Limited, Mr. Davala Sai, Business Team Lead. May I call you onto the stage, please? Mr. Sai. They specialize in autonomous drone systems and integrated technologies, building full stack consoles and machine control platforms for multi-drone coordination with seamless hardware and software integration. Congratulations. Next up, may I call upon Akin Analytics Solutions Private Limited, Ms. Janaki, founder and CEO. Hyderabad-based startup specializing in AI-powered drone analytics, manufacturing and RPTO certified pilot training. It serves defense industry, agriculture and logistics. And next up, may I call upon Aerospace Industries, Mr. Ravi Soni, Executive Director. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister Sri Piyush Goyal ji. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the place I am providing. All industrialists I am requesting have second home in Visakhapatnam. That is the beautiful place, beautiful people, and also you will enjoy. And also from here, 1 hour, even we are going to have small airstrip also. Within 20 minutes, you will go to summer resort, Araku, and also Lamsingi, Padi area, which is the tribal area. I am requesting all of you, I asked my people to give you organic coffee. That is Araku coffee for all of you. It can stimulate and also it will remind our commitment towards industry. One of the best coffee, global coffee, we are promoting from tribal area. And also, anyway, you are going to leave tomorrow. Everybody has to taste our aquaculture food. Aqua food is very popular. 65% our Honorable Minister is here. 65% country's contribution on aqua is from Andhra Pradesh. Now, finally, I wanted to say one thing. Recently, our Honorable Minister has announced, after Udyoga Sangam, all this brainstorming, EODB, all these things, he announced one thing, 11th November, Tuesday. As on today in Andhra Pradesh, you don't have any problem with the land or ease of doing business. All clearances I am clearing real time. You don't have any problems also afterwards. No disturbance, I am assuring you. And at the same time, he announced to attract investment, one more decision. This is the next step. All reforms Government of India is doing, either labor reforms or administrative reforms or otherwise taxation reforms, everything they are bringing. We are ahead of them. We are also following central government. Around 25 policies as of today I have brought. Any leftover policies are there, I am prepared to adopt it immediately. What all Government of India is expecting from state side, all reforms I will bring. Added to that, very auspicious time, he has announced escrow account for all your incentives. First state in India, I am announcing, very soon I am going to start escrow account. You need not go to any investor or you need not go to any government officer. Directly once you sign, I will give you escrow account. Then automatically on that day, you can get your money through bank. Even if necessary, I am going to implement sovereign guarantee also. This is the best way I can do it. Now all reforms we have brought, best incentives we are giving, best policies we are giving. Now escrow account also we are creating with sovereign power. Now it is with you to come and invest. For the last 18 months, we are able to attract $20 billion to create 20 lakh employment. Now I am expecting another 3 years' time, $500 billion, that is $500 billion, to create 50 lakh employment, 5 million employment. Now with all policies available, global leaders are here. As our Honorable Minister has rightly mentioned, you come and invest in Andhra Pradesh, in India. We are prepared to come and invest in your countries also. Now, no more, we are all regional leaders or local leaders. All industrial friends, I am requesting you, world has become a global village. Wherever you are, you can start a company, you can put an investment, and also you can monitor real time. All these things are happening. And also India is a democratic country, stable government, then your investment will be safe. This is where I am asking you, before leaving, have one MOU with us. After MOU, our people will be after you. Kamineni Shobhana Garu, Chief Secretary Vijayanand Garu, His Excellencies from different countries, and also today it is very, very important day in my life. Nearly 522 international participants, nearly 72 countries are representing, and so many overseas ministers, national leaders, business leaders, nearly 600, local prospective and existing entrepreneurs, nearly 1,500. Totally 2,500 participants are here. I welcome all of you. All the best for all of us. Today, I have heard so many speeches from all our leaders, stalwarts. If you see here, you are in Visakhapatnam for the last 2 days. Visakhapatnam is a beautiful city in India. Even some of the countries you may not have this type of place. Excellent beaches, beautiful sea, and also beautiful hills, and at the same time beautiful people and safest place. Recently, Government of India has rated the number one state, number one city for human safety. That is how they rated. So, with all these things, wonderful people are gathering here. 2 days, you had a wonderful stay. And also, in advance, I am requesting you to book next year also to be our guest. That is what I want to request all of you. Honorable Vice President of India, I have known him for a long time. And also, during Vajpayee's period, onwards he is in politics. At that time he was MP. People used to call him Vajpayee of Coimbatore. That is how he is respected. I am very happy he has come today. He is the 15th Vice President of India. He is a shining example of perseverance, hard work, faith and democratic values. And also, I know him intimately. The Vice President, and also he is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. His calm conduct, sharp intellect, and inclusive approach will guide the House towards constructive debate and consensus building. What sets him apart is his unshakable commitment to public service and humility. Even while holding the nation's second highest constitutional office, he remains deeply connected to the concerns of ordinary citizens, reflecting his lifelong conviction that leadership is not about privilege, but about purpose and service. On behalf of Andhra Pradesh, I welcome him, and also I am very thankful to him for coming this occasion to grace all of us. Our Honorable Prime Governor, you are all watching, is very strong in legal field, and also he is guiding me to take Andhra Pradesh forward. I had a long association with Piyush ji. He is very dynamic and also very creative. Under his leadership, I am very confident India will emerge best destination for investment. I am assuring you, with all our good words, you can do business in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh will be a gateway for investment, and India will be future destination. Nobody can change it. And also CII, I had a long association. Out of 30 CII partnerships, 7 were hosted from Andhra Pradesh. That is our credibility. Today, President and also Chandrajit Banerjee, they are working extraordinarily, and also the amount of response overseas because of our CII, I really appreciate him. And also if you see today, all investors are here. Just now, our Honorable Minister has announced Bihar elections. One example I am telling you, Bihar elections, last time NDA has won, we have won, present government, and at the same time today, as of now, 190 seats they are going to win. By end of this meeting, around 200 seats they are going to win, NDA. It shows people are with Narendra Modi ji. It is going to happen permanently. No other country, no other leader is enjoying people's trust. I can say in a democratic country, only Narendra Modi ji is only the man who is enjoying absolute confidence and trust. This, again I am telling you, 20th century belongs to Narendra Modi ji. Around 2002, he became Chief Minister. Continuously, he won elections. 2014, he became Prime Minister. Continuously, 3 elections he has won. And also, next election also he is going to win. Very stable government and also very progressive government. He has corrected all structural changes, which are all deficiencies, everything he has done. Some more reforms he is going to bring. And also, recently, GST reform he has brought. What I wanted to impress upon global investors who are all here, India will be the best place to do business. And at the same time, India is having some inherent strengths. We started economic reforms in 1991. Mid-90s, we are able to take first more advantage about technology. India is only the country which is enjoying demographic dividend advantage. With all these things again, right time, right leader, right place, that is Narendra Modi ji. No, I am telling you, as on today, during his tenure, from 11th largest economy, we are able to reach 4th largest economy. Next year, we are going to reach third largest economy. By 2047, India will be #1 economy. It is unstoppable. It is going to happen. This is the strength of India as on today. Regarding Andhra Pradesh, you are all aware, excellent natural advantages. 1,000 kilometers sea coast. It is a gateway of India on east coast. And also we are very strong in doing business. We are having earlier track record and also proof of concept also. This is where earlier always we are #1 in ease of doing business. Now we have shifted the gear, speed of doing business. Anybody will invest in Andhra Pradesh. Once you agree MOU, then it will become our project. We will get it done, everything on real time. Again, I am telling you, we are working differently. 10 principles we are keeping in mind. If you see all 10 principles, this is zero poverty. How to reduce inequalities, that is one principle. Job, employment generation. It is our top priority. Water security, farmers and agri-tech. Totally we want to integrate technology in agriculture. Global logistics hub we wanted to make it. Either road, port, airports or railway or inland waterways or logistics parks, we want to integrate everything. And also energy and fuel optimization by going for green energy, and ultimately product perfection. And Swachh Andhra Pradesh, that is Swachh under Swachh Bharat, we wanted to make Andhra Pradesh clean, green, circular economy, everything. And deep technology in all walks of life. We want to adopt it. Skilling is a continuous process. Human resource development is a continuous process. These are all 10 principles we are keeping in mind for development. And at the same time, we are very, very inspiring time. I am using this. I have seen politics for the last 4.5 decades. I started in '95, high-tech city and also IT promotion, information technology promotion after internet revolution. Today I can say proudly, if you can go to any country, Indians are dominating in information technology. This is inevitable. Every 4 IT professionals, one is from India. Among Indians, out of 4, one is from Andhra Pradesh. That is our strength. That is our speciality. Now, we are going differently. Government of India has announced so many progressive policies, so many reforms, so many missions. We are starting space city, drone city, electronic city, aerospace city, semiconductor, and also robotics, defense corridors. These are all various approaches we are taking, latest technologies. And also we are going differently, quantum valley, and also green hydrogen valley. In America, they are having Silicon Valley. In India, we are having a quantum valley that is in Andhra Pradesh. First quantum computer is coming to Andhra Pradesh. And at the same time, I am assuring all audience here, within 2 years, we are going to produce quantum computers. We are going to provide quantum computers for global community wherever you need. That is how we are progressing as on today. Green hydrogen is another area where we are very strong. If you see Government of India, 500 gigawatts they want to produce green energy. In that, 160 gigawatts we are going to produce. Even yesterday we had a very good MOUs. Time has come now. Andhra is very strong in green energy, especially solar, wind, and also pumped storage and battery. Even cost of battery is coming down now. Even with all these things, it will be very good advantage for India to go for green energy. Finally, we are having excellent ports. We are going to go further down streamline, that is green hydrogen and also green ammonia. These are all the various areas we are going to work together. Finally, I am requesting you, all investors are here, lot of opportunities. You are having resources, technologies, know-how. Come and join us in building economy and also in doing business. One is in agriculture. We are very strong in aquaculture. We are very strong in horticulture and also commercial crops, especially dairy and also coffee, spices. Wherever it is possible, we are very strong. I request all of you, Lulu, Yusuf Ali has rightly mentioned, we need more and more players in food processing. Even agriculture, we are going next level, that is natural farming, organic products. There I am requesting all of you to come. Green energy, lot of opportunities. Downstream industries you can go. There I am requesting some of you can come and start. Now, deep technologies, data centers are coming. Data centers, again, green energy we are tying up. Google has announced $15 billion US. Today and tomorrow, another 4 to 5 gigawatt data centers are going to come. Once data center is coming 1 gigawatt, we need 6 gigawatts of power, green energy. It is a multiplier effect. It is going to happen. Deep technologies, I am requesting you, lot of opportunities in deep technologies. Anybody is willing to invest in satellite launching or drones and also electronics and also aerospace, even defense, we are prepared to host all of you. And also, Government of India is also thinking to promote drones in a big way. Recently, our Honorable Prime Minister has announced drone city, how we are going to produce drones for all use cases. I am assuring you, within 2 years' time, Government of India will permit our Piyush Goyal ji and others. We are going to launch drone taxis in India, that too from Andhra Pradesh. It is not far away. Within 2 years, we will launch. And also minerals, rare earth minerals, from extraction to value addition, this is a huge opportunity. Tourism is order of the day. Earlier, I used to say 20 years back, all isms are over, capitalism, socialism, communism, all these things are over. Only ism is going to prosper, that is tourism. We are going to put so much of effort on tourism. Anybody is willing to come, either hotels or events, MICE tourism, so many areas. We are having excellent opportunities in Andhra Pradesh. I am requesting you to come and set up industries or investments in tourism. And also logistics is one of the biggest area. Either ports, airports, roads investment, and also we are focusing on railway, and also ultimately logistics parks, dry ports, inland waterways. These are all various opportunities available for all of you. And also pharma, we are very strong. We wanted to go further. Healthcare, we are focusing in a big way. Healthcare and well-being, these are all the another areas. These are all what I wanted to impress upon all of you. Lot of opportunities available for you. We can offer all these things for you in course of time. To accelerate industrial innovation, Andhra Pradesh is nurturing a robust startup ecosystem integrated with our universities and industrial clusters. The Andhra Pradesh Innovation Mission is supporting entrepreneurs in sectors like deep tech, med tech, agri-tech, and EV technology. We are also leveraging artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and data analytics to strengthen governance, logistics, and industry operations. Our young workforce, talented, disciplined, and multilingual, is one of our greatest assets. Just now, these are all our strengths I want to place before you. Again, same time next year, I am requesting CII and Government of India to host CII partnership in a big way or modified way, improved version. We are going to host in Visakhapatnam. I request all of you to reserve from now itself and have business with Andhra Pradesh. And also our minister has rightly mentioned one more announcement, that is ITPO with a joint venture, one of the best convention center in Visakhapatnam. There is a beautiful hill. I will give land. Very soon I am requesting you to come and inaugurate. On the top of the hill, facing towards sea. Nowhere in the world this type of place. That is the place I am providing. All industrialists I am requesting have second home in Visakhapatnam. That is the beautiful place, beautiful people, and also you will enjoy. And also from here, 1 hour, even we are going to have small airstrip also. Within 20 minutes, you will go to summer resort, Araku, and also Lamsingi, Padi area, which is the tribal area. I am requesting all of you, I asked my people to give you organic coffee. That is Araku coffee for all of you. It can stimulate and also it will remind our commitment towards industry. One of the best coffee, global coffee, we are promoting from tribal area. And also, anyway, you are going to leave tomorrow. Everybody has to taste our aquaculture food. Aqua food is very popular. 65% our Honorable Minister is here. 65% country's contribution on aqua is from Andhra Pradesh. Now, finally, I wanted to say one thing. Recently, our Honorable Minister has announced, after Udyoga Sangam, all this brainstorming, EODB, all these things, he announced one thing, 11th November, Tuesday. As on today in Andhra Pradesh, you don't have any problem with the land or ease of doing business. All clearances I am clearing real time. You don't have any problems also afterwards. No disturbance, I am assuring you. And at the same time, he announced to attract investment, one more decision. This is the next step. All reforms Government of India is doing, either labor reforms or administrative reforms or otherwise taxation reforms, everything they are bringing. We are ahead of them. We are also following central government. Around 25 policies as of today I have brought. Any leftover policies are there, I am prepared to adopt it immediately. What all Government of India is expecting from state side, all reforms I will bring. Added to that, very auspicious time, he has announced escrow account for all your incentives. First state in India, I am announcing, very soon I am going to start escrow account. You need not go to any investor or you need not go to any government officer. Directly once you sign, I will give you escrow account. Then automatically on that day, you can get your money through bank. Even if necessary, I am going to implement sovereign guarantee also. This is the best way I can do it. Now all reforms we have brought, best incentives we are giving, best policies we are giving. Now escrow account also we are creating with sovereign power. Now it is with you to come and invest. For the last 18 months, we are able to attract $20 billion to create 20 lakh employment. Now I am expecting another 3 years' time, $500 billion, that is $500 billion, to create 50 lakh employment, 5 million employment. Now with all policies available, global leaders are here. As our Honorable Minister has rightly mentioned, you come and invest in Andhra Pradesh, in India. We are prepared to come and invest in your countries also. Now, no more, we are all regional leaders or local leaders. All industrial friends, I am requesting you, world has become a global village. Wherever you are, you can start a company, you can put an investment, and also you can monitor real time. All these things are happening. And also India is a democratic country, stable government, then your investment will be safe. This is where I am asking you, before leaving, have one MOU with us. After MOU, our people will be after you. Garu, Kamineni Shobhana Garu, Chief Secretary Vijayanand Garu, His Excellencies from different countries, and also today it is very, very important day in my life. Nearly 522 international participants, nearly 72 countries are representing, and so many overseas ministers, national leaders, business leaders, nearly 600, local prospective and existing entrepreneurs, nearly 1,500. Totally 2,500 participants are here. I welcome all of you. All the best for all of us. Today, I have heard so many speeches from all our leaders, stalwarts. If you see here, you are in Visakhapatnam for the last 2 days. Visakhapatnam is a beautiful city in India. Even some of the countries you may not have this type of place. Excellent beaches, beautiful sea, and also beautiful hills, and at the same time beautiful people and safest place. Recently, Government of India has rated the number one state, number one city for human safety. That is how they rated. So, with all these things, wonderful people are gathering here. 2 days, you had a wonderful stay. And also, in advance, I am requesting you to book next year also to be our guest. That is what I want to request all of you. Honorable Vice President of India, I have known him for a long time. And also, during Vajpayee's period, onwards he is in politics. At that time he was MP. People used to call him Vajpayee of Coimbatore. That is how he is respected. I am very happy he has come today. He is the 15th Vice President of India. He is a shining example of perseverance, hard work, faith and democratic values. And also, I know him intimately. The Vice President, and also he is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. His calm conduct, sharp intellect, and inclusive approach will guide the House towards constructive debate and consensus building. What sets him apart is his unshakable commitment to public service and humility. Even while holding the nation's second highest constitutional office, he remains deeply connected to the concerns of ordinary citizens, reflecting his lifelong conviction that leadership is not about privilege, but about purpose and service. On behalf of Andhra Pradesh, I welcome him, and also I am very thankful to him for coming this occasion to grace all of us. Our Honorable Prime Governor, you are all watching.
Pen Sovichit, Vice Minister, Ministry of Commerce from Cambodia. Mr. Tetsuya Watanabe, President, Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, ERIA, from Indonesia. A very warm welcome to our panelists, Mr. Neeraj Gupta, Principal Investment Officer, International Finance Corporation India, IFC, and Ms. Natasha Majumdar, Director, South Asia, Amphori. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a very warm welcome to our eminent panel here. This session will highlight the actionable strategies to strengthen global value chains, attract investments, and foster long-term partnerships. And with these words, I will now hand it over to our session moderator, Mr. Narayan Sethuraman, and I request him to kindly make his opening remarks and to moderate this session. Over to you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first session after lunch, but promises to be a very interesting topic, especially in the current geopolitical scenario. With those comments, it's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Armida, Executive Secretary, UN Economic and Social Commission and Under Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Mr. Min Min, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Commerce, Myanmar, His Excellency Mr. Sovichit, Vice Minister, Ministry of Commerce, Cambodia, Mr. Tetsuya Watanabe, President, Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, Mr. Neeraj Gupta from IFC is the Chief Investment Officer, and Natasha Majumdar, who is the Director, South Asia for Amphori. Also welcome all of you here. It's a privilege and an honor to moderate this important session today. We gather here at a crucial juncture in India's trade and economic journey. Over the past decade, India has undertaken a series of transformative reforms strengthened its export facilitation mechanisms, and deepened global partnerships. These efforts have positioned India as one of the most dynamic and resilient economies in the world. As mentioned, we meet at a moment when global supply chains are being redefined. You have heard this quite a bit. And sustainability has become a central pillar of economic strategy. The challenges are many, but so are the opportunities. India stands at a pivotal moment at its economic trajectory. Our strategy for free trade and economic engagement reflects a multifaceted and inclusive approach, one that seeks to enhance global integration while ensuring balanced and sustainable development. With a vision of expanding and diversifying exports and markets, deepening participation in global value chains, India continues to focus on building partnerships that promote mutual growth and long-term resilience. Guided by the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, India's digital strategy continues to emphasize innovation, skill development, and entrepreneurship. These elements are essential to fostering inclusive progress and ensuring that the benefits of growth reach every segment of society. India's financial ecosystem also stands out as a model of innovation and inclusion. This evolution demonstrates how digital infrastructure can enhance efficiency, transparency, and participation, key ingredients for a thriving economy. While the opportunities are immense, the global trade and investment landscape also presents challenges that call for collective solutions. Recent tariff measures and trade frictions among major economies have underscored the importance of maintaining transparent, open, and rules-based trade to ensure stability and resilience in global value chains. It is imperative that economies continue to focus on fostering trust, strengthening standards cooperation, and promoting greater collaboration in innovation and technology. Mutual recognition of standards, smoother logistics connectivity, and responsible business practices will be the key enablers of the next phase of business growth. Today's session provides a valuable platform to deliberate on actionable strategies to enhance cross-border collaboration and investment linkages. We are privileged to have with us here an eminent and diverse panel representing different regions and perspectives. Their insights and experiences will be instrumental in helping us understand how trade-led growth and investment partnerships can be fostered in a rapidly changing global environment. With that, I would like to invite our esteemed panelists to share their insights and perspectives. Thank you once again for being here, and I'm looking forward to an engaging and productive session. Thank you very much. I now invite His Excellency Mr. Min Min, the Deputy Minister, Ministry of Commerce, Myanmar, to give his remarks.
Good afternoon, esteemed moderators, distinguished panelists, and honored guests. It is a profound privilege for the delegation of Myanmar to participate in this 30th Partnership Summit. I extend our sincerest appreciations to the government and the people of India and their gracious hospitalities and excellent arrangement for this important gathering. The title of this section, Gateway to Growth, resonates deeply with Myanmar. It reflects our national vision to serve as a dynamic land bridge connecting to the great economic engine of South Asia and Southeast Asia. By both geography and spirit, Myanmar stands as the crossroad of continental connectivity. Yet, being a gateway is not defined by location alone. It must be realized through visionary, sustainable, and mutually beneficial prosperity partnership. Myanmar and India share an enduring economic partnership rooted in story, culture, and trust. Our bilateral trade value over $1.6 billion in 2024 and 2025 year continues to expand, with India remains one of our top trading partners and currently ranks as the fourth largest. On the export front, Myanmar's agriculture sector has shown remarkable resilience. We are enhancing export of beans and pulses under the Memorandum of Understanding between the two governments, valid until 2026. Myanmar also exports garment, wood products, fishery items, veneers, metals, rubbers, and turmeric to India. Meanwhile, import from India pharmaceuticals, chemicals, food products, cotton, machineries, and vehicles reflect strong industrial cooperations. Pharmaceutical, in the particular, account for the 60% of Myanmar's market, underscoring India's role as a trusted, affordable source of quality medicines. We organize that foreign direct investment in the engine of sustainable growth. Although inflows are fluctuated, India remains value partner, ranking 11th with cumulative approved investment nearing $800 million as of September 2025. To strengthening investors' confidence, Myanmar's Investments Commission introduced the investment activities priority list in 2021, opening strategic sectors such as power generations, oil and gas, and manufacturing to foreign participation. We warmly invite Indian companies to seize these opportunities and join us in the advancing industrial transformations and sustainable energy development. Myanmar's goal is not simply growth, it's a sustainable prosperity. Trade and investments are the twin engines driving this vision as our economy transitions from a resource-based model to one that diversifies and knowledge-driven. We seek partnerships that are transformative, not merely transactional investments that create meaningful jobs, foster technologies, transfers, and strengthening value chain integration. Our vision of growth is inclusive, equitable, enduring, anchored in a shared prosperity for all. Our first strategy is to move up the global value chain with our partners, from agriculture to agri-business, with fertile land and proud agriculture heritage. Myanmar is the leading supplier of pulses and beans to India's and global markets. We now aim to evolve into modern agri-business, investing and processing, packaging, and logistics that add a value and benefit for both sides. From assembling advanced manufacturing, our garment and light manufacturing sectors have driven growth. The next step is to advance into higher value industries, machineries, electronics, and renewable energy components, areas ideal for the Myanmar-India collaborations. Our second strategy is to foster sustainable, stable, and predictable investment climate. Our special economic zones serve as integrated hubs for the trade, innovations, and logistics. They offer strategic locations, robust infrastructures, and investors-friendly frameworks to cross-border collaboration. Connectivities remain at the heart of the shared prosperity. Projects such as India-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway and the Caledon Multimodal Transit Project are not merely physical corridors. They are pathway to opportunity that reshape the regional economic landscape and reaffirm Myanmar's role as a true gateway from the South and Southeast Asia. In conclusion, Myanmar stands open not only for the business but for the partnership in the trusted sense. Our message is one shared opportunity and mutual progress. Together, we can transform this gateway to growth into the gateway to share prosperity, a bridge connecting our people, our markets, and our futures. We warmly invite and invite all our regional partners to work with us through this gateway. Shoulder to shoulder, as we build the future as sustainable, inclusive, and mutual rewarding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now request Mr. Watanabe to deliver his remarks.
Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to be here in the very vibrant city of Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Very good afternoon. We are witnessing a period of profound transformation. Trade flows are slowing, supply chains are fragmenting, and investment decisions are increasingly shaped by geopolitics and technology competition. For developing Asia, India and Southeast Asia in particular, this transformation poses challenges, but also opens new opportunities to expand domestic market, diversify market, strengthen regional production networks, and build trusted partnership based on the complementarity. In this evolving landscape, India's economic transformation stands out. Guided by Prime Minister Modi's vision for trade and investment, India has pursued a balanced strategy of self-reliance and global integration, embodied in Make in India and self-reliance. These initiatives, combined with India's digital public infrastructure such as UPI, ONDC, demonstrate how industrial policy and digital innovation can reinforce one another, fostering resilience, inclusion, and competitiveness. From a broader perspective, cooperation between India and Southeast Asia. Today, we have excellencies from Southeast Asia countries, and the wider global South will be essential in shaping more equitable and sustainable value chains. By aligning strategies, connecting digital systems, and investing in people, the global South can transform into becoming co-creators and of innovation and industrial capacity. In this context, India's transformation aligns closely with the growing dynamism of ASEAN, as both regions strive to strengthen regional integration and sustainable growth. At the recent India-ASEAN summit, Prime Minister Modi underlined the shared responsibility as partners representing nearly quarters of the world population to deepen cooperation under the ASEAN-India Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. Looking ahead, India and ASEAN partnership can serve as a stabilizing anchor, advancing open, balanced and rules-based economic cooperation while deepening connectivity through trade facilitation, logistics, digital infrastructure, building on ASEAN and India long-standing role at the heart of global value chains. To strengthen this foundation, India and ASEAN must move forward from policy alignment to deeper cooperation, connecting industries, technologies, and people. Cooperation should go beyond trade, encompassing joint manufacturing, technology co-creation, and human capital partnerships. ASEAN's strong production base and India's technological capacity can jointly drive progress in emerging sectors such as semiconductors, clean energy, advanced manufacturing, and critical minerals, while ensuring the resilience of global value chains. Equally, India and ASEAN can align their efforts in digital and energy transformation. India's UPI is a clear example of how digital infrastructure can connect economies and empower inclusion for small businesses and people. The upcoming ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement, DIFA, also offers a timely opportunity to link ASEAN and India digital ecosystem, promoting interoperability, innovation, and sustainable digital trade. In energy area, my institute and the CII recently collaborated on the feasibility study for the ASEAN-India power grid. This is a concrete step toward realizing a shared vision of green interconnected growth. Ultimately, the true gateway to growth lies not in geography, but in partnership and trust. Both India's transformation and ASEAN's integration show that sustainable growth can be achieved through openness, reform, and collaboration. AREA remains committed to supporting these regional efforts by providing evidence-based research, policy dialogue, and multi-stakeholder platform for cooperation. We believe that the deepening relationship between ASEAN and India will not only strengthen Asia's economic architecture, but also contribute more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable global economy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I request Mr. Neeraj Gupta to deliver his remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaskaram. Delighted to be here in Visakhapatnam, city of tremendous opportunity, to discuss how trade and investment can serve truly as a gateway to growth for both India and Andhra Pradesh. I would also like to extend my heartiest gratitude to the organizers, the DPIIT, the Government of Andhra Pradesh, and of course CII. And very warm namaskaram to all the delegates, government officials, and industry leaders as well. I think India is at an inflection point, as one of the speakers mentioned before me, with transformative reforms, strategic free trade agreements, and digital innovation that is shaping the economy. And I think the global rapidly changing geopolitical environment, which was also referred to earlier, is also impacting our policies and shaping the policies of Government of India. Andhra Pradesh state also has set an ambitious path through its Industrial Development Policy 24-29 and the Swarn Andhra Pradesh Act 2047. It's a very ambitious vision, leveraging the almost 1,000 kilometers of coastline, infrastructure, and medium and small enterprises to boost major industrial and exports by the year 2047. A bit about the development gaps. I think we all know there's a significant gaps, but a few numbers quickly on the magnitude of the challenge facing India as a country and Andhra Pradesh as a fast, rapidly growing economy, state economy. So developing countries collectively, globally, they face a US $4 trillion funding gap annually on an annual basis just to comply with the sustainable development goals. We know that public budget alone cannot close this gap, and therefore we need to crowd in private sector investments. And that's where the role of a lot of the industry leaders present here and CII as a platform for those industries has to play a big role. I've personally worked on cities, and we've recently worked with one of the cities in Andhra Pradesh. So Indian cities need a total of $2.4 trillion by 2050 just to come up to the level of, sustainable service delivery to achieve their public service obligations and to develop resilient, low-carbon infrastructure. It far, far exceeds their current investments that they make on an annual basis. So that just reflects the significant challenge that's facing not just the governments at provincial levels or India at a country level, but also our cities, which are supposed to be engines of growth. And the ironical part is that private investment in these cities, which are economic hubs, it accounts for only 5%, both through PPPs as well as through private lending, commercial lending to cities. So we do need to pay more attention to these these stakeholders and ensure that the contribution by them, both economically and efficiency-wise, is scaled up multiple times. A bit about India's strategy reforms. I think speakers before me have referred to ONDC, UPI. I won't repeat that. But there are other parts of the ecosystem that I think the government is quite working in an integrated manner. Policies such as Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, the Viksit Bharat vision, the PM Gati Shakti and Swarnmala. I think all these building blocks in an integrated manner, they aim to improve infrastructure and logistics. They aim to cut costs. In the morning in another event, I was hearing that there was a recent study by NCAER which has estimated that logistics costs in India amount to a whopping almost 8% of GDP. The interesting part is this has come down quite significantly over the last few years, but it's still much, much higher than economies like China or Singapore or other East Asian economies. Forget about Western Europe. So we have a task ahead essentially. So with these forward-looking policies, India is well placed to be a trusted anchor for resilient growth and sustainable global value chains. Now, in terms of actionable strategies and the role that we can play, so we are part of the World Bank Group, but as one World Bank Group, the World Bank supports policy and institutional reforms, while IFC, we bring in private capital. We don't just bring in private capital, and we bring in private capital both to be deployed by the private sector, but also private capital directly to state-owned enterprises. And that's the role we recently played with the city of Visakhapatnam, where we've funded about $60 million for them to develop critical wastewater infrastructure, including wastewater recycling and reuse, without any government guarantee, without any state government or government of India guarantee. So it just demonstrates that even our cities, or at least the capable cities, can develop bankable projects or bankable structures which allow them to leverage private capital from development finance institutions such as ourselves. So together, World Bank and IFC can turn India's vision and Andhra Pradesh trade and investment ambitions into bankable and sustainable inclusive projects. And I think again the emphasis on the word bankable, because no private sector will want to put its money if it's not assured of a fair return, right? Subject to obviously certain degree of risk that each investor will take. And these projects could be bankable on their own, but I think equal importance needs to be given to making our entities bankable. Private sector wants to engage with entities, government counterpart entities, which are bankable, with a focus obviously on quality, resilient jobs, and livelihoods. Just to show that the importance we place on India as an economy, India is actually our largest portfolio globally. We have an exposure of $10.3 billion US dollars, which represents over 11% of our global portfolio. So just to put it in the perspective, India as a shareholder in the World Bank Group has a voting right of about 4-5%, but it represents more than 10% of our global portfolio. In Andhra Pradesh, a lot of you will know, we've recently, the World Bank Group, along with our partners, Asian Development Bank, have supported the development of the new capital, Amaravati, in a very, very big way. And it also aligns directly with the Swarn Andhra Pradesh vision. I mentioned about the Vizag project. And we work across verticals, so not just direct investments into infrastructure like Amaravati or the Vizag wastewater recycling project. We work through financial intermediaries. So we've been working through financial institutions and microfinance institutions who have a very large footprint in Andhra Pradesh, especially catering to low-income households, women entrepreneurs, and MSMEs. We also work on manufacturing. So industries which are setting up base in Andhra Pradesh, in India, including foreign investors, we try and do what we call South-South partnerships. We bring in companies, international companies who are interested in setting up base in India, and we not just bring them in with, curating these partnerships, but we also are able to provide funding to them. I think finally, I heard that in the run-up to this event, MOUs worth $100 billion have already been signed. So just to say that these kind of events and platforms do help quite a lot in directly building local economy. And IFC, as part of the One World Bank group, we stand ready to partner with the Andhra Pradesh government and India's private sector and other key development partners to turn this movement into tangible outcomes. As I said, our modus operandi in emerging markets, the way we operate is through curating bankable projects. So if a private sector spots an opportunity, let's say it's a large renewable park in Andhra Pradesh, and they want to curate that project, we are able to come in and broker that partnership between the private sector and the government of Andhra Pradesh, and then ultimately deploy large-scale funding also. And our funding also, increasingly, we come in with the consortium. So it's consortium lending, we can put in equity, we can put in debt, but increasingly we work largely through development partners. And together, our vision is to make trade and investment the true gateway for shared and sustainable growth for Andhra Pradesh, India, and the region. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I now request Natasha to deliver her remarks, please.
Well, distinguished panel, esteemed guests, colleagues, and friends, it is a pleasure for me to be here standing in front of you at the 30th CII Sustainable Partnership Summit 2025. This has been a forum that has consistently positively affected the trajectory of India's economic engagement. And our theme today, which talks about a gateway to growth, a trade and investment imperative, is very relevant and very timely. It could not be more opportune to speak about this because EU and India are today approaching the final stages or conclusions of a landmark free trade agreement. And let me say something or highlight something that the audience here already understands. And that is the fact that this free trade agreement is going to bring immense opportunity for both sides. There is absolutely no doubt that there is immense opportunity that will arise both in trade flows as well as investment flows. European companies are actively seeking to diversify their supply chain. They're looking to reduce their reliance on single region sourcing. And at the same time, they're looking to strengthen resilience against future disruptions. In this context, India stands very strong, and it does have an edge. It also indicates and stands for itself as a country with innovation, with opportunity, and this is not just for the scale in the market size as well as the workforce that India brings, but it is also for the reliability and capability of Indian producers. So in this regard, let us look at 6 factors that are going to be essential when we develop strategy or when we look at how to really capitalize upon the growth gateway. The first one being trade as a catalyst. The progressive removal of the EU tariffs, okay, particularly in the sectors of agriculture, apparel and textile, which have traditionally been sectors with higher tariffs, above average tariffs, is going to bring in tremendous opportunity for impact on trade volumes. In this regard, it will encourage EU companies to look at India as a dynamic, competitive, and high-quality sourcing destination. We do have the opportunity to stand out as the sourcing destination. Indian producers, particularly those that rely upon domestic sourcing for raw materials like cotton, will qualify and will meet the rules of origin requirements. This will give them an competitive advantage over preferential countries such as, or various economies such as Vietnam or Bangladesh. Bangladesh currently enjoys a GSP status, and this is expected to evolve. At the same time, we should also recognize that the agreement will expand India's access into the European goods and the European products.
From innovative solutions in land management, resilient infrastructure and neighborhood development. It recognizes the good governance today must be data-led and collaborative. This partnership will help embed those principles systematically across the department and institutions. It also opens doors for developing digital human capital. This partnership also reflects a shared belief that sustainability and digital transformation are parallel goals, but mutually reinforcing pathway for a better governance. We look forward to the partnership that will not only strengthen governance, planning capacities, but also enhance the quality of life for our citizens through sustainable, data-driven and people-centric development. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I now invite Mr. Francis Chong, Director, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Singapore, for the welcome and opening remarks.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister, Ministers, Excellencies, friends and well-wishers of the partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. My name is Francis Chong, I'm Senior Director, but the other part of my history is that I was head of the Singapore Amravati Partnership Office between 2014 and 2019, where we were much inspired by the vision of Chief Minister and his team. So I did not propose to go over the things that my partner, Sri Piyush Kumar, has outlined. I'm very happy to see all of you here in the room today, especially Singapore business leaders, because you will also bring substance to the partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. May I just say, therefore, that two things. One is that it is rare in life to be given second chances. So I wish to express my appreciation to my ministers and to Chief Minister and his team for their confidence. And I pledge to do my best to work with my colleague, Sri Piyush Kumar, and his team to bring this partnership to a very productive and substantive future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis. I now invite Honourable Minister for IT, HRD and RTGS, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Nara Lokesh, for his remarks.
As Francis just covered, it's version 2.0 but stronger. I think it's very important not only for Andhra Pradesh, for India, that this strong relationship go forward. And as a state, we're really excited that this should be a two-way stream. So Singapore companies investing into Andhra Pradesh, having of course, access to various sectors that we can offer and vice versa. I believe that this is the beginning of an exciting journey for Andhra Pradesh and Singapore together. And this time around, Government of India has also been kind to support the entire partnership and to lead things from the front.
I would like to particularly thank Shanmugam ji for being a great mentor for me, for this relationship, for this partnership. Sir, honestly, if not for you, I don't think we would have come so far. And as Francis said, we wouldn't have been given a second chance all over again. I would like to thank you personally from the bottom of my heart for giving us a second chance. As all of you know, my Chief Minister is a very impatient politician. He likes things to be done as of yesterday. For us to achieve, do things right, a lot of capacity needs to be built into our service, into our ecosystem. And this is something that Francis and I spoke multiple times about. We've interacted, we've discussed. But rest assured, beyond the agreement that we are today going to make, we look forward to sort of expanding the scope, making it a meaningful engagement. I know that we are on a strict timeline. We will deliver on the timeline. And as a state, we will try and match to the speed of Singapore. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those wonderful words. And now I invite Ms. Ganso Hong, Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Trade and Industry, Singapore, for your remarks.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm actually very new, new in Trade and Industry Ministry, new in Foreign Affairs Ministry, but I'm very excited and very honored to be allowed to take part in this very meaningful and exciting project. Before I came, my colleagues in MTI, Francis and Kame, were sharing with me how promising and how much potential there is in AP and also in the project for Amaravati. I'm pleased to partner Minister Nara Lokesh to co-chair the Joint Implementation Steering Committee and to guide our officials in developing and implementing the programs and the master plan that had already been developed some years back. The 5 areas of sustainable urban development, digital transformation, real-time governance, human resource development, and sustainable economic development, which we have committed in the MOU. These present challenges as well as plenty of opportunities for both governments of India and Singapore to work together. And I am confident, therefore, that our partnership will be mutually beneficial to Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. I also assure Honorable Chief Minister that myself and my team will do our utmost to be good partners with Minister Lokesh and his team as we strive to create and sustain the physical, social and economic conditions that enable the people of Andhra Pradesh to lead wealthy, healthy and happy lives. I look forward to an exciting 5 years journey with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, very much. Ms. Gansong Hong has become the first female Brigadier General who brings strategic vision to Singapore's foreign policy. On that note, thank you so much. And remarks by Mr. Kinjarapu Mohan Naidu Garu, Minister of Civil Aviation.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, His Excellency Minister from Government of Singapore, Shanmugam Garu, and our young leader, Minister for IT and Education, Lokesh Garu, Nadel Manohar Garu, Minister Vijayanand Garu, and young Minister from Singapore also. And all the dignitaries here and the delegation from Singapore, a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I think me being here, the mandate is very clear. Honorable Chief Minister has visited Singapore on 30th of July, and he has promised that he is going to connect Vijayawada and Singapore very, very soon. So it was a mandate given to us, and we are very happy to share that tomorrow, November 15th, right in the morning, we are starting flights from Vijayawada to Singapore 3 times a week. And all throughout the conference, when we talk about Andhra Pradesh, one word that you would have continuously heard is not just ease of doing business, speed of doing business. And we wanted to prove it in aviation also, in the connectivity also. And you know that in terms of relations, Usually you'll see when it's a country-to-country relations, when you're talking about India-Singapore or India-USA, that is when you'll talk about country-to-country relations. But very rarely you'll see a state and a country having this kind of strong relations. So we are very proud to showcase that Andhra and Singapore have this kind of relation, and not just in terms of value or in terms of investment. The relation that we have with Singapore is a relation of mutual respect. It's a relation of cooperation, it's a relation of complementation, and it goes down long years. And we blindly believe in the leadership of our Chandrababu Naidu Garu. And Chandrababu Naidu Garu believes in the model of Singapore. So you can imagine how much respect we have for Singapore model. And now this is a historic moment, the memorandum of understanding that we are signing with Singapore delegation. We have a lot to gain from it, and it was with this idea we started the MOU long back itself in the term of 2014 to 19. Even though there was little turbulence, I think it is very much stable now. The flight is taking off and very much going to the destination, right destination now. Very happy to see the progress happening again. Singapore is almost a household name in Andhra Pradesh, and everyone knows that the way Singapore has grown over the years, it's been an inspiration for a lot of people, a lot of businesses in fact, and for the government also. And Singapore has proved that it is not about the natural resources that you have, but the human capital that you have. If you have the right intention, if you have the right vision, even the human capital that you can have, you can create wonders. And that is the kind of wonder we want to create in Andhra Pradesh with the help of Singapore. So very excited to see the partnership renewed. And I would like to see more and more demand picking up in this. We already have flights from Visakhapatnam, 4 days a week. Now 3 days a week from Vijayawada. I would like to see more demand coming my way so that I can put pressure on the airlines and service it so that we can go to 7 days a week. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a person who brings decades of experience in law, governance, and clarity of vision. Renowned for his firm leadership and policy making, he oversees national security, law enforcement, and public safety frameworks, underpin Singapore's stability and global reputation. May I now invite Honorable Minister for Home Affairs, Singapore, Mr. K. Shanmugam Garu, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Chandrababu Naidu, Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Sri Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, and Honorable Minister for Human Resources Development, IT, Electronics and Communications and Real-Time Governance, Sri Nara Lokesh, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, and Singapore are old friends. We in Singapore admire and respect his dedication, innovation and boundless energy. First in developing Hyderabad in the 1990s, and since the last 11 years or so to develop this bifurcated state of Andhra Pradesh so that his people can lead lives that are increasingly wealthy, healthy and happy. The overarching goal of Swarna Andhra 2047. I shared with the Chief Minister a few minutes ago that in cabinet, in Singapore cabinet, we grow up as it were when I was a bit younger. I've heard first Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and then Mr. Goh Chok Tong, previous Prime Ministers, talk about relationships with India. We are a small place. We have limited resources. So we have to decide where we have relevance, as I said in the speech earlier, where our skills are and which states we can work with. And they would, always talk about the exchanges with the Honorable Chief Minister in those days and say he's got vision, he's got clarity, he can get things done. And Andhra Pradesh is the place that we should encourage our companies to go. Not just our companies, but we should also do a framework and work with them. And I think you see the results in, parts of Hyderabad, you see the results, the IT parks and various other places. you see the results in various other governance models that were put in place. So now, I remember all of that. And India and Singapore have established India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable and an India-Singapore Business Roundtable. It's been going on for 3 years. It's a structured coordination mechanism that allows us to supervise the relationships and which are the areas we want to focus on and how do we push. Because grand statements are one thing, but you can actually convert them into actions. So every 6 months we look at progress and we say what's happening. And I myself go through it together with the Deputy Prime Minister on my side and with my Indian colleagues. But again, India continues to be big, and again we focus on specific states. And one of the focus areas have been Andhra Pradesh, primarily because we understand Mr. Naidu, and he understands us, and he has visited Singapore, and he is an old friend of Singapore. So we worked on this memorandum of understanding. It at first said, qualitative governance development, what does it mean? Said, you look at Andhra Pradesh, huge number of civil servants, it means training civil servants. And then we said, okay, but we have done this before. About 30 years ago, we started with China. So if we can do it with China, we can do it with Andhra Pradesh. And they, I think literally thousands, am I right, Francis, of mayor level civil servants from China have come to Singapore, periods of time curated specifically for Chinese development. So we can think along those lines. And our other companies can consider, what are the potentials, Visakhapatnam, other areas, and work with the Andhra Pradesh side, Nara Lokesh and others, to see how we can bring this forward. So, and you talk about human capital, which is the only thing Singapore has, but actually the human capital of Andhra Pradesh is helping to develop Silicon Valley, Singapore, and many other places around the world. So I think you can also put it to work here. So in a short while, my colleague Xiao Huang, who was formerly a brigadier general in the army, I didn't realize that was going to be mentioned, and Honorable Minister Nara Lokesh will sign an exchange, an MOU, that will establish a framework of cooperation between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. And it will exchange knowledge, expertise in good governance, sustainable development, and it will also have a business focus. And I'm sure that both ministers will do their best as co-chairs of the Joint Implementation Steering Committee to make the partnership productive and beneficial. And to support them, both the Honorable Chief Minister and I have agreed to serve as advisors to the steering committee. I think the thinking is sometimes some grey hair, or in my case no hair, helps deal with younger people. But the younger people have that energy to push things through. So it shows the seriousness with which our governments are treating this partnership. And it's a partnership that enjoys the strong support of the Government of India and other well-wishers of Andhra Pradesh, such as the World Bank. The world is facing geopolitical disruption. It is important that friends come together, because if we don't have a globalized trading system, at least you can have clusters of countries, bilaterally as well as multilaterally, that can work together. And this MOU that is going to be signed today is not just a partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore, but it can contribute to closer ties between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore and India. So we look forward to working with the Honorable Chief Minister and his team and realize the full potential of our partnership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I now request our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, to address the gathering.
Honorable Minister for Home Affairs, Singapore, Sri Shanmugam Garu, Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Trade and Industry, Government of Singapore, Honorable Gan Sheo Hong, military officer. If I pronounce wrongly, then Central Minister Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister Manohar Garu, Chief Secretary Vijayanand Garu, distinguished invitees, I have to mention one man here, Mr. Francis. From the beginning, he associated with Andhra Pradesh from 2014 onwards. Now one more partner has joined, Piyush Kumar Garu. Both of you are leading. Even ministers are working with you. And ultimately, this understanding has to make us successful. I really appreciate Singapore. I am a great admirer of Singapore. Not expecting any favor. I have studied so many countries. I studied democratic countries, communist countries, even kingdoms. Being a democratic country, the functioning of Singapore has seen. Small country, small population, very strong public policies. I have seen the model of Lee Kuan Yew from the beginning. Meticulous planning, good governance, and unwavering commitment to excellence has made my inspiration throughout my political career. I used to mention public meetings also. That is how now Singapore has become household name. No other country. And also when in Hyderabad, around 1995, they partnered with me. They built towers. Even in Hyderabad, there is a Singapore township.